We have 5 senses. Is the outer, we have the eyes and ear, and the feelings is everywhere in our body, and the smell and the taste. It is 5 external feelings we have. We have also 5 inner senses. The first is between the outer and inner world. We call it the common faculty. It is between. For example, I look at something outside, I say some birds flying, my eyes look at that thing in outside, but my eyes nerve translates that from the physical to the mental part. And that call is the common faculty, and give to the next senses. His name is imagination. I imagine what was that. And from imagination, I give to the next level. It is the thoughts. Thoughts, if you search in data in your laptop, when you search something you want to find. And immediately thoughts just searching about the past, you can call it information, and suddenly go to the next level or the next senses. It is called comprehension. We comprehend the thing I saw, for example, the bird. I comprehend this is bird. And the last one, when I comprehend that, the door be open to the long-term memory. It means memory. It goes to the memory. For my understanding, memory belongs to the long-term memory. Everything that happened in our daily life, we just record that. Our long-term memory just record that, which is very usual. For example, you know what happened in the morning, what happened yesterday, and go a little back, gradually you don't remember that. But it doesn't mean you don't remember that. It does not mean you haven't in your memory. Everything is in your memory, everything. From that time you understand yourself, all is in your memory. If I hypnotize you and I say you are the first class and who sit in your beside you and what you talk about, you remember everything. Everything is there in our long-term memory. But we shouldn't remember that because it belongs to our long-term memory. But what is the short-term memory? Short-term memory, it is the thing we work with here in Inner Peace. Everything that happened in our life, difficulties, bad thing that happened. For example, just as an example I tell, you're sitting in your home, suddenly one guy come in and maybe have a pistol and a gun and say something and do something very, very critical, and you just become shocked by that. You don't understand what happened here. What happened here now? You cannot imagine what happened. You cannot think about that. You cannot comprehend that. Everything we cannot understand and comprehend what happened, the door of long-term memory is closed. We cannot send them further to the long-term memory. In the inner peace, I call it trauma. Trauma is not very strange thing. If something happened in my life, I couldn't digest that. It be stuck in my short-term memory. Through that inner peace, it inspired me to find out how we can work with trauma, and we can just solve all kind of trauma. In the psychologist term or psychiatrists, they call it stress syndrome. And they says, we cannot help you, we cannot take away, but we can help you to live with that. But in this inner peace therapy, we say, no. Everything that is coming in our short memory, we can also digest and go out. During the many years I have worked, every kind of trauma we can help. We can solve that. We can send it from the short memory to the long-term memory, and the people say, for example, the thing, that is the worst thing we do. It means, of course, you can call it stress, for example. People have anxiety, something, bad concentration. One of the things very easy to work here is the sexual relationship, because everything is related to our mental. For example, with incest, with torture, with rape, and a lot of another very, very bad trauma. After 5-6 treatment, people said it was very, very heavy and bad. It is not with me longer. It is there. And that is an important part of that therapy. The more and more we open our short memory, we can easier and easier come in touch with our real self.